Welcome to JoJo Movies Hub. If you're a fan of sci-fi, action, and war movies, you're in the perfect place. In today's video, we're bringing you the top 10 best sci-fi action war movies you can stream in 2025. From epic futuristic battles to thrilling storylines, we've got it all covered just for you. If you enjoy the video, make sure to hit that like button, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe for more amazing content. Your support keeps us going, so let's jump right into it. Number 10. The Atom Project. The Atom Project is a thrilling 2022 sci-fi action comedy directed by Shawn Levy, starring Ryan Reynolds, Walker Scobell, Mark Ruffalo, Jennifer Garner, Catherine Keener, and Zoe Saldana. The story follows Adam Reed, a time-traveling pilot from a dystopian 2050 who crash lands in 2022 while on a mission to save his wife, Laura. Teaming up with his younger 12-year-old self, Adam confronts childhood grief over his father's death while battling Maya Sorian, a ruthless businesswoman who seeks to monopolize time travel. As the Atoms uncover Sorian's manipulation of time, they reunite with their father, Lewis, a brilliant physicist who invented time travel. Together, they fight to destroy the particle accelerator and its algorithm to prevent Sorian's future dominance. Packed with emotional family moments, witty humor, and exciting action, the film explores themes of forgiveness, loss, and second chances. With stunning visuals and nostalgic inspiration, The Atom Project has become one of Netflix's most popular films, loved for its heartfelt story and dynamic performances. Number 9. Anon. Anon, 2018, is a dystopian sci-fi thriller set in a future where privacy no longer exists. In this world, everyone is required to have ocular implants that record and display everything they see, creating a society where transparency is absolute, and crimes are solved by reviewing people's visual records. Detective Sal Freeland, Clive Owen, investigates a series of murders where the killer hacks victims' implants, replacing their death scenes with their point of view, concealing their identity. Sal encounters Anon, Amanda Seyfried, a mysterious woman with no digital footprint who can manipulate and erase records, making her untraceable. As Sal goes undercover to expose her, he gets drawn into a deadly game of cat and mouse. Anon, however, reveals she's being framed by another hacker, Cyrus Freer, who has been obsessively targeting her. The climax sees Sal confronting Cyrus, using ingenuity to bypass the hacker's real-time surveillance. In the end, Anon escapes, defending her right to anonymity in a world obsessed with control. The film explores themes of surveillance, identity, and the cost of privacy in a technologically invasive society. Number 8. Bird Box. Bird Box, 2018, follows Mallory Hayes, Sandra Bullock, a mother trying to protect her two children in a post-apocalyptic world where mysterious entities cause mass suicides. When people see these creatures, they are driven to madness and end their lives. Mallory, along with a group of survivors, seeks refuge in a house, where they must stay blindfolded to avoid seeing the creatures. As they struggle to survive, the group faces betrayals, including a man named Gary who becomes violent after witnessing the entities. Mallory, her children, and fellow survivor Tom embark on a perilous journey down a river to find safety. Along the way, they encounter various challenges, including unblindfolded survivors and dangerous rapids. The film culminates in Mallory reaching a sanctuary for the blind, where she is finally able to name her children and accept her new role as their protector. Bird Box explores themes of survival, trust, and the lengths a mother will go to protect her children in a world of chaos. Number 7. Code 8. Code 8, 2019, is a sci-fi action film set in a world where individuals with superhuman abilities, known as powers, are discriminated against and forced to register with the government. The story follows Connor Reed, a young man with electrokinetic powers who struggles to pay for medical treatment for his sick mother, Mary. Unable to make ends meet, Connor joins a criminal crew led by Garrett Kelton, a telekinetic, to make money by pulling off high-risk heists. As Connor becomes more involved with Garrett's crew, he discovers the depths of corruption and crime that exploit people like him. When things go wrong during a major heist, Connor finds himself caught between the criminal world and law enforcement. As he faces tough choices, Connor must decide whether to save his mother and fight for a better life or succumb to the harsh world of crime. With his powers and alliances tested, Code 8 explores themes of power, corruption, and sacrifice in a world where being different can be a crime. Number 6. The Midnight Sky. The Midnight Sky, 2020, follows Augustine Lofthouse, a scientist and recluse in the Arctic, as he battles a terminal illness in a post-apocalyptic Earth. After a global catastrophe renders the planet uninhabitable, Lofthouse is alone in an isolated research base, struggling with his health and a desperate mission. He learns that a space mission, Ether, is returning from Jupiter's moon, unaware of the devastation on Earth. Lofthouse, with limited resources, tries to warn the crew but faces constant challenges, including his deteriorating condition. During his journey, he discovers a mute young girl named Iris, who he later realizes is a figment of his imagination, representing his estranged daughter. In a final, emotional confrontation, Lofthouse successfully contacts the Ether crew, urging them to abandon Earth and seek refuge on K-23. The film's thematic exploration of survival, connection, and hope is intertwined with haunting visuals, as Lofthouse reconciles with his past and embraces the hope of a new future for humanity. Despite mixed critical reception, the film resonates with its deeply personal narrative and melancholic tone. Number 5. 1917. 1917 follows two British soldiers, Schofield and Blake, in World War I. They are tasked with delivering a life-saving message to a battalion, warning them of a deadly German trap. The journey takes them through enemy territory, where they face constant danger. Along the way, they encounter explosions, gunfire, and the brutal realities of war. As they push forward, Schofield and Blake form a bond, navigating through overwhelming challenges. Schofield's determination grows as they near their goal. The film's technical feat gives the illusion of a continuous shot, increasing the tension. Amid the chaos, Schofield manages to deliver the message, saving countless lives. The journey is filled with sacrifice, fear, and courage. The story highlights the human cost of war and the heroism of ordinary soldiers. Number 4. The King. The King, 2019, follows the journey of Hal, Timothy Chalamet, the wayward son of King Henry IV, Ben Mendelsohn, who unexpectedly ascends to the throne after his father's death. Initially uninterested in ruling, Hal is thrust into the complexities of kingship, navigating palace politics, war, and betrayal. As King Henry V, he faces the challenge of leading England into war with France, partly triggered by a provocative insult from the Dauphin of France. Hal, surrounded by trusted allies like Falstaff, Joel Edgerton, formulates a strategy for the Battle of Agincourt, leading his outnumbered army to a surprising victory. Along the way, Hal struggles with moral dilemmas, including dealing with traitors in his court and the aftermath of war. In the end, he marries Catherine of Valois, Lily Rose Depp, securing his claim to the French throne, but not before confronting the harsh realities of kingship, betrayal, and the cost of power. The film, based on Shakespeare's Henriade, blends historical drama with fictionalized events, portraying the rise of a king burdened by the weight of his crown. Number 3. Outlaw King. Outlaw King, 2018, follows the story of Robert the Bruce, a Scottish nobleman who rises to lead a rebellion against English rule in the 14th century. Set against the backdrop of the Scottish Wars of Independence, the film begins with Bruce's reluctant submission to King Edward I of England. As tensions escalate, Bruce, played by Chris Pine, turns against Edward after the execution of William Wallace and starts his own fight for Scotland's freedom. Betrayed by some and aided by others, including his wife Elizabeth de Burgh, Robert leads a series of guerrilla attacks against the English forces. Despite facing overwhelming odds, he manages to rally Scottish troops, culminating in the pivotal Battle of Loudon Hill. The film highlights Robert's transformation from a nobleman to a battle-hardened king, fighting for both personal ambition and the future of Scotland. The film is a gritty portrayal of battle, loyalty, and defiance, showing the relentless struggle of Robert the Bruce in reclaiming his homeland. Number 2. Beasts of No Nation. Beasts of No Nation, 2015, tells the harrowing story of a young boy named Agu, living in a war-torn African country, who is forcibly recruited into a rebel militia. After his village is decimated during a brutal civil war, Agu becomes a child soldier under the leadership of the commandant, a ruthless leader played by Idris Elba. Agu undergoes a traumatic transformation as he is subjected to violent initiation rites, forced to commit atrocities, and manipulated by the commandant, who becomes a twisted father figure to him. As Agu loses his innocence, he befriends other child soldiers like Strika and witnesses the horrors of war, including the rape and murder of innocents. The film explores Agu's struggle to hold on to his humanity amidst overwhelming violence, as he faces moral dilemmas and battles with guilt and shame. After a series of brutal confrontations and betrayals within the rebel group, Egu's life spirals further as he is caught between the horrors of war and the possibility of redemption. The film offers a chilling glimpse into the devastation of child soldiers, highlighting both the human cost of war and the potential for hope amidst despair. Number 1. Before Dawn. Before Dawn, 2024, is an Australian historical war drama set during World War I, directed by Jordan Prince-Wright and written by Jared Russell and Jordan Prince-Wright. The film delves into the theme of mateship, a cornerstone of Australian military culture, and is inspired by real diaries written by Australian soldiers. The story highlights the harrowing experiences of soldiers in the trenches, navigating the brutal realities of war and the bond that develops among them. The film features a talented ensemble cast, including Ed Oxenbould, Levi Miller, Stephen Peacock, Miles Pollard, Travis Jeffrey, Tim Franklin, and Jordan Dulieu. Through raw performances and an authentic depiction of wartime camaraderie, Before Dawn paints a poignant picture of the emotional and physical challenges faced by soldiers in one of history's most devastating conflicts. And that's a wrap for today's video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to JoJo Movies Hub. Your support means the world to us, and every single like motivates us to create even more amazing videos just for you. Stay tuned for more exciting content, and we'll see you in the next one.